right, so I'll read this real quick. Got a peace offering coming in. The Shadow Mist, the one that was not yet implemented down here, is just gone. Yeah, Shadow Mist is gone, and we have Dance increases spenders by 10%. Shadow Dance increases the damage of your attacks that generate or spend combo points by 10%. So that's just flat 10%. Increased by an additional 10 for each different attack that is used. Bonus resets when an attack is repeated. So it's kind of like hit combo for monks. But that's really bad if you're doing like double Evis. But I guess if it's just Shadow Strike Evis, Shadow Strike Evis, like that has synergy with Rotten, I guess. But and you're still gonna have Dark Shadow on top of that, so maybe that can compete with having to go the right side. We got class tree changes. Improved Sap is gone. Tight Spenders isn't mandatory anymore. So like two of the 5 energy talents we don't need are replaced with real talents. That's really good. So now they're making Sap into like a Nerf Strike kind of thing from Mop. Even though that was with stuns. Off of Saps is way less, but a little Mortal Strike after a Sap comes out, you know. And then the other change, it looks like, is they're moving Cheat Death, where now you pick between Feint and Cheat Death. So that's kind of a nerf. One of the big buffs to this new tree that we were getting is that you would have Feint and Cheat Death at the same time. Now it's pretty much like Shadowlands, where you basically had to pick between the two as a talent tier. Because now it's going to be like one of these little keycap ones where you can choose 2 things. So now it's going to be Feint versus Cheat Death right here. And then Soothing Darkness is going to be down here. That's a pretty big nerf. Or wait, no. This image doesn't make sense. Cheat Death is somewhere else. I think Cheat Death is versus Feint up here. And Soothing is up against Slice and Dice Heal, I think. That's worded weird. It's just this picture shows Cheat Death and Feint, so I know that's a tier. Yeah, a reworked version of Soothing Darkness is taking the previous position of Cheat Death, previously occupied by Recuperator. So you just lose Recuperator in general. So that's a big nerf, because the Feint versus Cheat Death is going to be right here, and then Recuperator is just gone. And Recuperator healing is nice, even with the nerfs. So that's like 2 more nerfs, even though it's kind of weak. But, you know, maybe something else is good. Getting Mark for Death out of that shitty corner and swapping it with Strata, that's a really good change. I think that's a buff, especially because this Strata doesn't even work right now. But going double Strata just seemed shit. But that kind of forces you to go on the right path now. Even though they're reworking this middle path, you need at least 1 Strata. And there's no way we're going to take Alacrity. But being able to have 1 Strata and 1 Mark for Death comfortably is way better than being forced into 2 Stratas. So that's good. And then Improved Ambush is taking the position where Strata was in. So Improved Ambush is right here. Wait, so where's Mark for Death then? Oh, Mark for Death versus Strata as a node right here. That's shit then. Yeah, that's worse, because that means we're never going to go double Strata or never go Mark for Death, because it's still a lock behind Alacrity. So that's a really bad change. Like, what they really need to do is they need to put Mark for Death where Deeper Strata is instead of Ambush. Like, Improved Ambush is nice, but then Night Stalker and Tight Spending are switching. Basically, Night Stalker is going right here. I think Tight Spender really needs to go. It's redundant, completely unnecessary with Relentless Strikes. And I think Relentless Strikes should be on every rogue spec, not just sub. Like, this has been a class-wide passive since, like, vanilla. I don't think it should be a sub-rogue thing. Like, I really liked my idea more that I gave feedback for on the forums and stuff, was that I personally think Relentless Strikes should go where like Tight Spender is, or even where Improved Sap is, and then Night Stalker should go where Relentless Strikes is, because none of the other specs are ever going to play Night Stalker, only Sub Rogue. So it's kind of weird to put that on the class tree, because it's like kind of useless for, you know, Asa or Outlaw if they're going on that side of the tree. Like, Night Stalker should really be sub specific, Relentless Strike should really be class specific, and I think Mark for Death and Strata should definitely swap. But yeah, I don't like most of these changes so far. It's like 3 nerfs when we're already weak. Oh, they responded to me personally. Look at this. Look at this little clout right here. Look at that. Sound and Clarity is now a 1-point talent and causes to generate 3. Oh, I'm guessing it means this. So now taking Kyrian is 2 points instead of 3 points. So it's 1 point here and 1 point here. So now you actually will have a choice between whether you want to go Cold Blood or Kyrian, since you will be able to do 2 points in lethality here. So if I do like 2 points in lethality, 1 point in Cold Blood, that frees up a point to go here. And then like if I prune Subterfuge, I could be able to go like Kyrian and Cold Blood at the same time. And then that would let me go down the middle path instead of playing Flag. There's a little more choices you can do now. But yeah, no one's ever going to go Mark for Death or Strata. Alacrity is useless. Like, I think Mark for Death really needs to get swapped up here where Strata is, instead of Improved Ambush. And like I said, their adjustment for Tight Spender and reworking Improved Sap and Night Stalker isn't really the best way to do it, because like I said, Relentless Strike should be class-wide, and Night Stalker should be sub-specific, because this is useless to every other spec. So it doesn't make sense being on the class tree, especially when you force it on the main path like Tight Spender is already. But like, they're getting Tight Spender off the main path where you like have to go all the way down, so that's good, because I would never take this. I just have to go down the tree. All in all, I The cheat death versus faint thing is a nerf. The recuperator versus soothing thing is a nerf. Kind of sucks because I don't feel like Rogue is doing that well on the beta. But a lot of that's just that our talents don't work. So I can't really get real testing in until Find Weakness, 2 dance charges, and like Shadow Abyss and stuff works. But now that the middle with the little hit combo thing, this thing right here, this might make the middle path good, especially if Kyrian is more affordable. So if I go like Kyrian Cold Blood middle path, and I give up Flag, maybe, because it's like 20% damage here, and then like up to 30% damage here, with the this stacked all the way up. But it doesn't feel like as much front-loaded damage. Like, this is still going to feel like it one-shot starter. All in all, interesting changes.